Hey class, this is the beginning of week 2. It's been a rough first week. I just want to congratulate you all for hanging in there and getting all your registration things done for Connect and for Edpuzzle. I've talked to many of you on the phone and I've enjoyed helping you, but it's been a little excessive, so I will know in the future to be what I need to tell you specifically next time. It's too late now. But anyway, hopefully all of you are on Edpuzzle now. You know that you have to log in using the Google login that's connected to your Nash email account. So that's going to be the case every time. I'm going to remind you once again, because some of you still asking me questions about this. Once you've completed your assignments on Edpuzzle, I will grade all of those once everyone's finished completing those assignments, but I'm not going to go in and grade several times. I can grade them all really quickly once everybody's completed the assignments. And so make sure that you don't ask me questions about that again if you can help it. And so you are going to do all of those video and answers on Edpuzzle, and then tomorrow I'm going to start grading whoever's finished. It may take me a little bit longer. I'm going to give everybody just like a day or two to finish that week's work. If you haven't finished the week 1 Edpuzzles, please do that as soon as possible. All right, I want to go over a little bit about the Edpuzzle situation. I just want to make sure that you know to watch these things in order. This is Melody Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5. This is a 50-minute video that I've broken up into pieces. If you do not watch it in order, it won't necessarily make sense to you. So make sure that you read which one you're on and keep up with which one you're on so that you can watch them in order. Rhythm, this is a 30-minute section and a 20-minute section, so it won't make sense any other way. All right, so those things you should have completed for week 1. If you haven't done that, please let me know that so that I can, I don't know if I need to do an extension on this or not, or if it will let you submit it after the due date. All right, so what is coming up? You're not going to see the picture icons, but we're going to continue with harmony. Harmony's in 4 parts. They're about 12 minutes each, and then the bass is about 10 minutes each. And so if you can't do all these in one setting, that's why I broke them up into smaller pieces. And so, and I'm sorry, not all the questions are going to be perfectly able to be answered. If you have multiple blanks for one question, then you need to just, because I'm manually grading these, the computer doesn't care. And I'll read into what you've written. Just write it out where you think, what you think is best and the best spelling that you can come up with. I'm not grading against you on spelling. But content, if you can pretty much, if I can pretty much tell what you were trying to say, I'll give you credit. These assignments are not worth very many points, but they're crucial to you being able to understand elements of music if you don't. Plus, I think the videos are quite entertaining, and I know some of you have had a hard time understanding the British gentleman who's doing the videos, but all in all, I think they do a really good job of bridging all different styles and the centuries of music together and talking about each one of these elements that we're going to study in this first unit. Okay, so in addition to that, make sure that you know that once you watch it, once you answer all the questions, you submit the answer, and then you press the button that says continue. Then once you get to the end of the video, you're done. Go on to the next section until you're all done with all of these. It's going to take you at least 2 hours this week. You're not going to have nearly as much work to do this week as you did last week. All right, so let me go over week 2. You have a checklist here at the top. You're going to watch this video that I'm making. You're going to read in your Camian textbook. you're going to complete the week 2, the Learn Smart activity that is for this week. You'll see it dated August 22nd to August 28th. And so this will be a prerequisite assignment for the week 2 quiz. That means you can't jump into the quiz until you finished the Learn Smart activity. This is new, and so make sure that you realize that you need to give yourself time to complete the Learn Smart activity so that you can have your quiz. Without the Learn Smart activity being completed, you cannot open the quiz. Okay. So next, kind of little bump in the road. For some reason, Over the Rainbow in your listening assignments on Connect is not the complete song. So I need you to watch this YouTube video link that I've put in for Over the Rainbow. And then after you've done that, I need you to go into another section that says Over the Rainbow, and it's by a gentleman with the last name of Arlen. You'll see it, A-R-L-E-N. You need to go into that section and listen to the tiny excerpt and then answer 2 questions. Okay? And so that is how you do that Over the Rainbow assignment on Connect. If it's like this, if it doesn't say Edpuzzle, if it's not really a video, this one is a link to a YouTube video, so it goes straight through Connect. There are no questions attached to that video. Alright, then you will listen to and answer the questions that come after Chopin's Prelude in E minor. Make sure you listen to the whole assignment, the whole song, so that it will show up as 100%. Make sure that you go on to answer the questions afterward. And then you also need to complete the reading quiz. And I already talked about these 2 videos on Edpuzzle. They're similar, just exactly like Melody and Rhythm that we did last week. And then if there are any incomplete assignments from week 1, please get those in just as soon as possible. Your breakdown for this week's 100 homework points, you'll see it here in approximately 3 to 4 hours, depending on how fast you read, for a total of 100 points. So under here you will see all of these things listed that I just spoke about. My video that you're getting ready to watch will be under class resources, and so look for it there. This is a tutorial video that I posted last week for Connect, and so if you didn't watch that last week, it was entitled First Day of Class Video or something like that. That's just to help you to understand more about the Learn Smart activity. And by the way, I cannot differentiate how these Learn Smart things are listed. This one for last week says Chapter 1 Elements. This one for this week says Part 1 Elements. I cannot manipulate the name of that assignment here, but I can manipulate the dates, and the dates are what are important. All right, and then I've just got your other links here, down here for your enjoyment, or if you need them. All right, and so I'm going to go over to Connect. Make sure that you're signed, that you get signed in to find these assignments. And I'm going to go to Student View, and where's the quiz? I don't see your quiz listed here, and I don't see your Learn Smart listed here. But they should be here. I just need to figure out where they are. What you should see next week is Part 1 Elements, Over the Rainbow video, the listening outline for that one and questions, the listening outline for Chopin, and then your week 2 reading quiz. All right. I don't think there's anything else that I need to talk to you about except for one really, really important thing, and so I really need your help. Every time that I post a video, I need you to watch it. Several of you have emailed me or texted me or called me and asked me questions, and I'm like, well, I answered that in my video, or I answered that in another email, and so I'm hoping this week I won't have as much to answer because I'm really late in getting all my assignments due because I've been doing all these other things to try to get everybody going on this course. So I really need you to watch every video I post, and I need you to read every email that I send. And so I promise you that I will never send you something that is not important. I will never make a video about something that is not important. And so I'm trying to cut down on as little confusion as much confusion as possible, and cut my time dealing with problems down to as little as possible. And so I do not live in the Rocky Mount area, even though I have a Rocky Mount phone number. So just call me if you need to. I have no problem. I'm available to you, and I'll let you know if I don't answer. Just leave a message and I'll call you back. But make sure that you are committing to reading all of my emails and watching all my videos, because that is going to save us all a lot of time. And one other thing I need to tell you is I'm going to be posting another video probably the first of next week regarding concert credits. So if you can please hold off your questions on concert credit reports and concerts and that whole thing. If you can hold off until after I've made that video, I would really appreciate it. And so we do have a test coming up at the end of week 3. So make sure that you get all your assignments done and get everything going, and so that we don't get behind. And so I know I got the ball rolling really fast, and so I hope that you're not frustrated or you're ready to quit yet, because I'm willing to give you extensions to get your work done. Just drop me an email if you run into problems, or call me or text me or whatever, and just tell me, hey, on this assignment this happened, and I'll try to remember that when it comes time to recording grades. I can always switch your grades. If I messed up on something, I can go back in and switch it. Just to remind you, all of your Connect assignments and all of your Edpuzzle assignments are graded by me. The grades are transferred into Moodle Grades. You do not submit anything to Moodle Grades, into Moodle, unless I tell you that it's to be submitted into Moodle for grading. I've missed many assignments in the past, especially concert credit reports. If it asks you to submit anything on Moodle, don't do it, because my grade will go into that. I have to put it on Moodle for you, because that's the only way that I can use Moodle Grades. And so I will do that for you. Just do the assignments on Connect and Edpuzzle, and we're good. All right, questions or problems, give me a call. I hope you have a great week. Are you kidding?